Hey guys, I'm back and I figured that this time I would tell you guys the story of the time where I feared for my life. Okay, this happened a while back in Taiwan. I flew to Taiwan with a really good girlfriend of mine, Sarah, and I was super excited for this trip because Sarah is such a chill friend and I was just happy to have 7 days of all the shopping, eating, and hanging out with someone that I really like. And I remember everything on this trip was going really good up until about the 4th or the 5th night when we agreed to a KTV session with some of her good Taiwanese friends.
Now, apparently, KTV in Taiwan is a huge thing. So when I expected a small KTV place, we pulled up to this huge building, fully dedicated to KTV. It was pretty cool. So we took the lift up and we found the KTV room that Sarah's friends had booked.
Before I go on with the story, I have to tell you that the seating arrangement and the layout of the room is pretty important to the story. So I'm gonna run through them really quickly right now so you guys kinda know what I'm talking about next.
It was a huge room with a U-shaped couch facing the door and the TV. A big square table sat in the middle of the room, and this table was filled with food and drinks. The song selection stand was on one end of the sofa, and 3 guys sat on one arm of the other end of the sofa. I was right at the corner next to them, and Sarah was on my other side. Next to Sarah were 2 couples. Now, Sarah's pretty good friends with the guy she was sitting next to. This guy was the one who invited us to the KTV session. We also had dinner with him on our first night here in Taiwan, so let's call him Brian. So Brian was sitting next to Sarah and his girlfriend. His girlfriend seemed pretty chummy with the couple she was sitting next to. And I also heard on our first night there, Brian's girlfriend is kind of crazy in a possessive, jealous manner. That seems like everyone in the room, so let's move on to the story.
So we start playing Avalon in the room. You like Avalon? I love Avalon. Now, try playing Avalon in Chinese. Morgana, what is that? Oh, Morgana, that's me.
Halfway through this intense, confusing game of Avalon, Brian's girlfriend stands up and leaves the room with the couple that she was sitting next to. No one really cared because we were all focused on this Chinese Avalon. We finished the round and decided to get back to singing. At this point, the 3 guys sitting next to me decide to move to the other end of the sofa where they could select their songs. So I pull my phone out and I start playing some game. I'm not sure what time it is then, but while I'm busy on the phone, Brian's girlfriend and the couple she left the room with came back. They see that their spot has been taken over by the 3 guys, so they settle on my end of the couch. Then Brian's girlfriend stands up and shouts at the guy that she was sitting next to. 关你什么屁事? She swipes everything off the table and I see the 3 guys sitting opposite getting sprayed with the leftover beer and my mouth drops and I look at her only to find her staring at me. She lunges at me and thank God the dude she shouted at stood up as my human shield. Then she steps on the sofa and tries to run across to me. I am freaking out, thinking I'm going to die in Taiwan, when Brian and the 3 guys walk over and pull her out of the room.
So Sarah and I are just sitting there in silence, trying to comprehend everything that just happened, and we hear Brian's girlfriend outside, shouting profanities, screaming, trying to claw her way back into the room. And I was still scared. About 15 or 20 minutes later, it gets a little bit quiet outside. And at this point, the KTV session has already ended. It's playing lounge music at this point. The TV screen is saying, 如果喝酒，请不要驾车. And Sarah and I are like, okay, we gotta get out of this place soon. If we don't get out, people are gonna come in and chase us out. And finally, the 3 guys come back in and they say, okay, we can go now, but we gotta sneak out the right side of the building because they carried the crazy girl out the left side of the building. So Sarah and I are like, okay, we can do this. We are gonna ninja our way out. And that's what we did. We ninjaed out. We ran all the way, like 3 or 4 blocks, and we finally called an Uber and went back to our Airbnb. So later on, we find out that Brian's girlfriend was actually upset with us because she didn't know that Brian drove us home to our Airbnb the first night that we had dinner. Be angry at him, not us. So anyway, about a day or 2 later, Brian and his girlfriend pop by with pineapple tarts, cake, and a card apologizing to to us, so all's cool now. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Hope it was entertaining to know that my life was in danger at one point in time. And no, I didn't die, I'm safe. We're all chill now, we're friends. And hope you comment, like, subscribe, all the usual. And let me know if there's anything else that you want to hear from me next. Bye!